It was a long, cold journey west to the Frostfire Ridge. Horde heroes, Thrall, and the alternates of Drekthar and Gannar stumbled upon frozen drifts and beheld blasted crags. They quickly met with the Frostwolf clan's chieftain, alternate Durotan. Thrall, knowing he should keep to himself, nonetheless could not stop himself from immediately reaching out and attempting to bond with the father he never knew, even if it wasn't his father. Durotan was helpful, gifting the survivors with the land and offering them friendship in thanks for their aid in Tanaan. By this point, Khadgar had managed to locate the Horde survivors and, now well accustomed to his role, summoned forth the portal to Orgrimmar, where the skilled Gazla was brought forth, along with a host of resources to construct Frostwall garrison. Thrall may not be war chief, but he spoke with the authority of one, and he quickly dubbed the Horde heroes commanders. Like their alliance brethren, the commanders quickly delegated and began carving out their place in the ridge. While there was much to do, and brace yourself because this might surprise you, Thrall really wanted to go meet Durotan and his wife Draka in their nearby base camp. The Frostwolves, as it turns out, were not doing super well. As we've already discussed, any clan that refused to join the Iron Horde was targeted for destruction, and the Frostwolves had been slowly retreating across the ridge in the face of the Thunderlord clan and the Iron-aligned ogres of Bladespire. With commander aid, the Frostwolves were able to storm Bladespire Citadel, ejecting the ogres and claiming it for themselves. But in their absence, the Thunderlords assaulted the nearby Frostwolf and Horde camps, and the commanders rushed to the defense. Durotan insisted on patience and discipline. Gannar had other ideas, and sallied out with those who would follow, including the commanders. Hot-headed and bloodthirsty, Gannar carved a brutal path through their enemies. The Thunderlords were artisan beastmasters, taming and commanding everything from Icehoof to Rylak to Grawn, and making their homes from the bones of the Colossi of old. But for all their mastery, they were not properly connected to or backed by the Iron Tide just yet, as they were recent recruits. The Frostwolves were offered a position at the same time, but their leader, Durotan's father, refused, and was slain by the Thunderlord leader known as the Iron Wolf. Gannar found the commanders capable companions, and their lightning strikes caused permanent damage to the Thunderlord clan. Victorious and furious, Gannar challenged Durotan not only for chieftain status, but sought to become a new war chief. He even declared Mak-Garah on Durotan, who threw down his weapons and offered his life without resistance. This move deflated Gannar's fury, at which point Durotan reached a hand out to his brother. Together, he said, they would be strong. Apart, they would only fall. Reinvigorated, Gannar and Durotan coordinated, and, sure enough, the two were a force to be reckoned with. With unified Frostwolf and Horde forces, they crashed into the Thunderlord central headquarters and confronted their father's murderer, the Iron Wolf, who was in fact their long-lost brother. This familial connection did not spare him their wrath, but in his last spiteful moments, he let slip that the Iron reinforcements were on their way. Gannar and Durotan rushed out to the Thunder Pass alongside the Horde forces. Unfortunately, this was no minor invasion, and as in the jungles of Tanaan, the Iron Tide would wash over them by sheer attrition if given a chance. Drekthar wove a complex spell to collapse the pass to allow them to regroup, but that spell took time, and that time had to be bought in blood. Durotan stood alongside Gannar, ready to lay down his life with his brother, but Gannar sent Durotan back to guide and to lead their people, as Gannar strode, solitary, into the Iron Tide. In the end, he knew only victory. Loktar.